F double R, F double R, F double R, F double R. Gotta bring that energy.
Gotta bring that energy. What's going on, FRR fam? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back to FRR Friend Request Reviews, where friends request friends to watch The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5, titled Feel Her Love. Feel
What?
her love, huh? Sound like we getting deep into the scars whole, situation and what they believe in. Essentially, we got the introduction to Isaac last episode, and we got to see how he feels and treats the scars. So yeah, I'm ready to jump into this, and obviously, the Ellie and Dina story as well. So I'm ready to jump back into it and see what else they got for me. Like I said, I have been enjoying the scenes, but I just kind of feel like they've been lagging. I think that's what my problem is. As I was going through the Patreon, I was kind of seeing like I'll have that initial like, ooh, like I'm into this scene, but then it'll be like a whole 5-10 minutes and we still in the same exact scene. Nothing has changed about it. Like, so we gonna see. I've been seeing the comments on YouTube how some people been feeling about it, and it's all good, man. How you feeling over there, Bradley?
I'm feeling confused. Very confused.
Ain't nothing to be
right
confused about.
There's a lot of things to be confused about. All right, y'all.
Having
First
a
of all,
baby.
listen. We is having a baby, but yo,
be a
let me
dad.
just tell you something about Formula. He's the best gaslighter I know. Okay. The man gaslit the fuck out of me, okay? I'm over here thinking we about to roll into a whole nother show. All of a sudden, I hear The Last of Us. Episode 5. My brain fried. At the last episode, we almost died.
True.
But there was a big surprise. We pregnant, y'all. Listen. Y'all know how I feel. Some of the changes, love it. Some other changes, don't. Let's just continue on and see where we land by the end of this episode. Like I said, the next thing should be the hospital and maybe a few encounters of some, infected here. So don't shy away from the infected, because that's what it seems like y'all kind of been doing. Like I said, a lot of smiling, a lot of frolicking. Like, let's. This is supposed to be a dangerous world we live in. Seems very pleasant to live in. So I'm ready. Hopefully y'all is.
All right, we ain't gonna hold y'all any longer. We just gonna fly right in. Y'all know what to do with the video. Drop your likes, comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe. The goal is 100K. Go ahead and click that button, click that bell, so you get notified when we go live. Let's get it, baby.
Let's go. They know exactly what they're doing. It's this wolf.
Yeah, that's old girl that Isaac shook hands with. Damn, we passed the halfway mark if they keep in the same.
Wait, someone broke in? That's how far along we're into the story. Abby made it to the basement already at this point.
If it's war again, we're gonna need all the soldiers we have, so he's wondering why you apparently killed some of your own men.
Oh, shit.
Including Leon.
Yeah.
We were expecting the worst, the kind of environment they like. Plus, the old timers said down there was where they brought the first cordyceps patients in '03.
Okay.
So yesterday, that's where I sent a squad down to B1.
And
Nothing. The whole floor was empty, not even rats. A few minutes in, he radios back. There's cordyceps on the walls, the floor. He was struggling to breathe.
Got him.
He could hardly talk.
Was it the spores?
Maybe.
I said, Leon, where you bit? He said, it's in the air.
Oh.
I knew it wasn't in the vents, or we would have all been infected weeks ago. And we locked the only door to B2, and we locked the only door to B1.
Yeah, but that only makes it grow.
I'll inform only the people who absolutely need to know and no one else. You resolve the situation permanently and heroically. We owe you a debt.
How are you gonna pay
You know
that?
it's real. You know it's real when you let the snot drip on your lip.
I'm sorry about your son.
Okay.
Son.
I was like,
Leon.
son, husband, which one is it?
Yeah,
She definitely attached.
definitely. Wow. Okay, so intro was basically backstory on, you know, the whole the big boss baddie that's down there.
The theater.
Seattle. Day 2.
Day 2.
They have a big ass generator down there. Natural gas, baby. You figured out yet?
Getting there.
You'll find a safe way to get us to the hospital, though, right?
Maybe.
I'm gonna leave you alone now and go and explore the rest of this place because you're smart as fuck.
Ellie,
Yes?
Okay, we getting another performance, or are we finally gonna get the throwback scenes?
It's a guitar. Boy. Listen, love this show. Everybody
really-
Boo Brolic.
I'm really starting to like nitpick everything. I just don't want to put it out there because like, why do they got makeup on? You feel me? Little shit like
Everybody
that.
Boo Brolic, man.
Like every. Don't you dare play that song. Don't you dare play it.
If I ever were to lose you.
He about to cry, y'all.
I'm not about to cry. I'm just. They better do it. Exactly. Why we not going? Why we not remembering though?
We follow a safe path west until this spot. They're pretty evenly spread out, so they're watching that entire area. Do you see this long-ass building?
we cut through and slipped by.
What is that long ass building?
No clue.
Infected.
Yep.
Good thinking, Ellie.
Nora should be on the first floor, far end of the north wing.
Wait, how the fuck do you know that?
They never shut up.
Well, their enemy doesn't use technology.
Scars?
So,
We already know they use bow
easy
and arrows,
pickings.
right?
And they seem culty, or at least really religious.
Yep.
You ever hear of Amish people?
Amish people? No.
You never heard of Amish?
Maybe the scars are like that? No electricity or technology? Because these motherfuckers talk on the radio like they know nobody's listening. But what we're doing is reckless, so kind of a wash.
Kind of a wash.
Let's go be reckless.
Let's go be reckless. You gonna take her with you? Oh, you
She
wild.
already. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What you mean?
She already asked her.
I don't care what she asked or what her answer
She
was.
literally asked her on the rooftop last episode.
You are staying
You're
here.
the one who's going to sleep, bro. You're sleeping. You're not paying attention to these episodes at all.
Listen, she's supposed to stay at the theater. Okay.
But let's just talk like everything's fine, because if I get too anxious, I'm gonna barf again.
No.
Alright.
Look at
How
that.
about this?
Yo, you want me to deal with this on our way over there?
What the fuck?
Scars. Feel her love.
That's what she looked like.
Feel this, bitch. Damn.
Damn.
Feel this. They threw the proper fucking punctuation and shit. Got the little semicolon up there.
You shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have dragged you here. You're having a fucking baby. What am I doing?
Exactly.
Do you want to go back? I'll take you back. You don't need to do this with me.
You know, you never asked me about the first person I killed.
Dina, you don't belong with us.
What if my mom and sister were beaten to death in front of me? What if that motherfucker made me watch as he did it? Would it make a difference if my family had hurt his people first? No. No. If he had gotten away, I promise you, I would have hunted him down forever.
Forever.
It's just like Abby did.
Ever. Such your fucking forgiveness, head ass
It's
up.
not about forgiveness.
Chase him down and kill him. Catch
For what?
him. Kill him.
For what?
Catch him. Kill him.
And I'll keep going if you want. There's no right answer.
Send her ass to the theater, please.
Kill Abby. Kill Abby now.
What do you want to do?
Keep going.
Dina. What is this place, though? Looks like maybe a distillery or something.
They got the spotlights out. Run into some more stalkers.
At least we're not blocked in.
And there are 2 more positives. The searchlights are up high to scan the outside, which means there'll be no line of sight to the inside.
Good. What's the other positive?
That door's open, and nothing's come out to kill us.
Right. Yeah.
How does it look?
Haunted but empty.
Oh, just like us. There's no fucking way this entire place is empty. But simple logic, it's not gonna be a horde, right? So what we've got, maybe a few strays, a couple clickers.
I can't believe you when it comes to your your technique.
If it gets bad and we have to make a choice between shooting or running, we run.
Last resort. I got it.
Don't get angry. You're a little crazy, and that's exciting.
Yeah, I thought her hair was the tendrils.
Bruh.
You seen that shit? It was creeping in.
Yeah, I didn't want to say nothing. Like, I thought it was a big ass spider coming across her shit. Like, I'm like, what the? Maybe I am sleeping. Like,
So tell me again, what's the plan?
Knives or run.
Here we go.
let's go, Ship City.
Wait,
What?
years.
Start counting clicks again.
You know it.
No.
What is it, Dina? Is it a stalker now? I'm starting to think it's a stalker.
Me too. It'd be nice to run into a stalker again. The leg?
Yep. Looking fresh too.
Dina.
Damn.
I
Yep.
think it's a smart one.
Yep.
Like the one that stalked me at the supermarket.
Yep. An adult version.
But this time it's 2 on 1. Now that fucker's gonna try to flank us. So I say we flank it first. Whichever one it follows, the other one comes up and takes it out from behind.
Sounds like a plan.
Scared as shit, cause what if it get me first?
You feel me? You hear that
the
shit?
non-immune one.
That shit's like, oh.
Right? Sound like it's crying. Oh, 2, 3.
What do we do? I don't know.
Run.
Let's go back the way we came.
Yep.
We have to go slow.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There's some behind them, too.
Who's behind us?
There's so many.
Holy shit.
There's so many. They're surrounded.
Holy.
I'm gonna lure as many as I can. You're gonna run in there, secure the gate, secure however you can, and stay in there.
Dina, I can get bit. A lot. You can't. Do as I
A
say.
lot? What are we talking about here? Woo! Woo! Yep. Shit.
I'm over. Get that
Damn!
knife out. She getting fucked up.
Get out,
Better
Dina.
pull out that knife. Somebody saved him.
Who the fuck is this?
But they getting saved.
Tommy?
That's what I'm thinking. It looked like the silhouette.
Jesse?
Jesse. Yep, Jesse.
Jesse.
What? No. She's okay. I was watching. Jesse, I swear.
All right. This makes sense.
Yeah, but now they should be alerted that there's people here.
Yeah.
Okay, Jesse made it back. Who the fuck is Tommy?
The park! We can lose them in there! Come on!
I know the wolf gotta be like, who the fuck are these people with guns?
What are they doing?
Not coming in the park.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yep, another area.
Either infected or scars territory. Bro, them stalkers should have just ran up on both they ass. All that bullshitting.
What?
How did you find the theater?
Do I look like I want to fucking talk to you right now? We split up when we got to the city. Cover more ground.
I can't believe it.
That's how you bring Tommy back, okay?
But you two were gonna die out here. So we snuck out the next night. That's a good thing we did.
You know what, we're doing pretty fucking good
Up until what?
Exactly. Shut your mouth.
Until we weren't.
Exactly.
So what now?
Find a way out. Get back to the theater, shelter for the night. Meet up with Tommy.
Them scars.
This is the thing you encounter before you get to the hospital. You encounter the scars.
Yep. That's why we don't go in there. That's just that announcement.
the prophet.
I remember this shit.
Yep.
Goodbye, my nigga. Back to the lobby.
Back to the lobby. He's crazy.
He said, I'll join.
Ooh, then lifted him up. Ooh.
Feel her love.
Harry is free.
They hit her? Oh,
they definitely did.
That shit is thick.
I'll leave them away. Get her out.
I told you they got the fucking Orkai arrows.
Oh, but I was wrong about having freaking Dina here. Yeah, look at now she took an arrow to the knee.
She watches over us all!
Man, you hear that man's voice?
Man, that shit through the fucking night.
Yeah, that shit powerful. We need him in anime.
You won't get away, wolf. Ooh, they got the crossbow.
What was there? Oh, it's the girl with the braid for the trailer.
Just like some video game NPCs.
Facts, right back to it. Nobody was here.
Man, we was hella hyper focused. Like, alright, spread out. Little ass, fucking hobbit under the tree.
Facts. Not my Ellie.
It's my belly.
That's your
It's my belly.
Exactly.
My belly rams up.
That's where she
My
belong,
belly
in the
rings.
belly. Wait, did she see the hospital or something? Or a sign that said hospital? Okay. Okay. I like what they're doing here. Okay. We still gonna. Ooh, the hospital. We here, baby.
They got them K9s.
Look like we gonna have to stick
Got
a
that
dog.
dog in them.
Look at him.
Shit, already
Look at
alerted.
him.
Already alerted.
Let him go. I would have just let him go. Like. Exactly.
Nah.
A fucking critter.
She ain't no critter.
Yes, she is. Is this Naomi or something? What his name is? Her name was?
Critter.
Put that shit down.
Oh, hello.
We found you.
Tell me where she is and maybe I let you go.
We could have killed you.
Maybe you should have. Or maybe you should have stayed the fuck out of Jackson. Nora.
Nora.
Where's Abby?
You could take her, Nora. Put two in her
Yeah, that
kneecaps.
little bitch got what he deserved.
Ooh. Yup. Shoot her shit. Just take a stance real quick. Though, 'cause you can't aim.
Running for your life. Talk about shoot her. Really?
Acme ass.
You feel me? The basement. Just a few minutes ago, she let Abby go through there.
Get your ass in there.
Don't go down there. You're not built for what's down there. B2. Ooh.
B2. They scared. He said the shaft is open. Clear the hallway.
Yeah, because they know
They
about
don't
the
want nothing to
spores.
do with it.
I want to see what it looked like. Let's see what the spores look like. Ooh, look at it. Look at it. It's in there.
I mean, that shit was already cracked, so it was always open, low key. That shit was crazy.
Look at that. That shit caked up. Damn.
That shit look crazy.
Yo. Look like Jeepers Creepers out here.
Shit look like Ground Zero. Like this the first place.
It is. Well, close to it.
Damn.
Oh, he's the one who's. Oh, the spores are coming out of his mouth. It's the last team that came out here, huh? Damn. Just look at that shit.
That's him. That's Leon.
That is, you right. Take him out of his misery, please.
Facts. Fucking shank the top
Like,
of
you
their
should
noggins.
shoot all these dudes. They're fucking literally. Damn, is
She
that
ready.
strong?
Yeah, she ready.
She gone.
Spores. We're breathing spores.
You're breathing in spores. You are, not me.
You're infected.
Yeah.
Now you get why Joe did what he did.
Girl, you're real.
Yeah?
Damn, look how they got her looking.
Where's Abby?
I love that angle. She already dead, like.
For real. It was Ellie.
Choose
in
your
the basement
weapon of
with the
choice.
lead pipe.
I mean, I think for Nora, it would have been a smart decision to send her to the basement, right?
Where is she? Where is she?
Psycho eyes. Come on, man. You gotta give us more than that, man. We need to see that ramen pop. We need to see that coconut crack, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. I don't care what none of y'all say. Broke your neck.
Oh, we get it at the end of the episode. Okay.
Hi.
She look blasted. Mm.
Wow. Wow.
You thought.
That's how you want to
thought.
end it. You is a dickhead, Neil. Just gotta
You
say
thought
it.
you was gonna get something special.
Just your
Aight.
trash.
There you have it. Season 2, episode 5 in the books. I actually like this one a little bit more for sure because we got things moving and I feel like we didn't, since they cut the time, I guess they didn't have too much time to spend just lagging on scenes. They almost did it like twice this episode. But yeah, it was all good. It was all good. And then we got the little bit of action mixed in here, and this is what I be talking about. Like, it doesn't even have to be no wild over the top. Like, I'm not asking to see hordes attacking villages every other episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just let's get a couple run-ins here and there. So we got the train scene last episode.
Yeah.
This one we got them at getting ran up by the stalkers, which was great. But it also makes sense because we're more into the journey now. We're out in the world. We're in Seattle specifically. We're far away from Jackson, so it's making sense that we're getting more encounters. I hope they continue with that. And yeah, we moving along. I'm glad we got up to Ellie running up on Nora, so we got that whole situation. And there's a couple other things that I'm actually specifically waiting on. Some key points that I do remember from the story. So they tying that closely here. So I'm ready for all that. How you feeling over there, Bradley?
I'm feeling okay, man. All right, I'm feeling all right. After this episode, I gotta say, some of the changes are good. Okay, a lot of the changes are good. I like that instead of Ellie taking the arrow, Dina took the arrow. That's for sure 100% gonna keep her in place. Thank you for that. Been crying this entire episode about keeping Dina in the theater. This is gonna have her there for the remainder of the voyage. And then of course, the whole Tommy and Jesse coming into the fold. I did mention that is a way for them to kind of bring Tommy back, and it's when Jesse kind of inserts himself back into the story. So they did just that. So I think overall this one was pretty solid overall, and like the whole hospital scene and stuff like that, they really kind of got straight to the point to what we were there for, and that was Nora. So I think they did a pretty good job with that as well. So yeah.
All right, there you have it. We'll see y'all tomorrow. No, I'm just playing. Let's jump in. So yeah, again, I definitely like the pacing of this one, because it felt, it felt, like we were following. It felt kind of like the game for the most part. Like you following a character, and all the other shit that's happening around them, is happening or whatever. Like, but we weren't all over the place. Even though we got a couple of solo scenes with I can't remember her name, but old girl with the wolves who was giving the story about
Captain
Leon and all that. Yeah, like, so we got all of that. But I feel like they kind of kept it really, close to Ellie and her kind of getting to where she needed to get to. So I was digging that. But yeah, let's jump in. I don't even know what to start with specifically.
I think we should start with just that in general. I think what I love was how they started. We've been talking this entire time, like, obviously all gamers. We were highly disappointed that Spores wasn't in the game, in the show, because Spores are like a thing of the game. So it was just kind of like, man, why wouldn't they bring this, especially since you know, the ants version of the cordyceps, you feel me? That's how they spread. That's how they become more. Basically, the ant solidifies himself in one location, and just pretty much spores come out of him, and basically makes that area uninhabitable for the ants. So I like that they did that, but the way they tied it in was it's tied into the first location of the infected, where they brought the first patient. So I think that's a great choice. Like I said, they're making really solid choices when it comes to changing the things from the game, and this is one of them that they changed from season 1 was the spores. They brought it back in season 2, and I think this is a great time to kind of introduce that, because it's just another threat that people have to deal with, and not a lot of people even know about anything close to this. So I'm glad that it's kind of getting out there in the world, and potentially, other people will hear like, damn, these motherfuckers stay around long enough, they could end up throwing out spores. So maybe this changes the world a little bit, just knowing that spores is a thing. So yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, that's it's funny you bring that up, because I actually forgot all about that shit. Like, because I do remember people were kind of
real tight.
The tendrils versus
the
spores.
Yeah,
they were
exactly.
like, what the hell is that? Like, why is there fucking tendrils? Why are they not spores? Like, yeah, I forgot. They definitely did. That controversy definitely was out there during season 1. And that's probably why the bloaters don't get to throw any, because motherfuckers was holding on to it. We ain't even get to expose spores just yet.
Maybe the Rat King has that ability.
To throw them hoes.
Yeah. Especially since he's probably gonna have some fresh candidates here. We seen 2 of them down there, so yeah, I think he's probably gonna have a couple more attached to him, and he could just be like, all right, head detached.
It's gonna be nasty.
It is.
They ain't gonna go that far. They be
Who
soon
knows?
as some action pop off, they black us out. They like, you can't get too much of this.
Facts.
But yeah, we got the Dina Ellie story. Obviously Dina's pregnant as shit, so Ellie's like, yo, you need to chill out. you need to go home, or at least to go back to the theater, which did not happen, which led to her getting popped. But I like this part too, because this was, for one, I'm glad that Ellie, kind of said what she said about the whole plan. She's just like, why they leaving this big ass fucking area like unprotected or unpatrolled? Like, there's got to be something going here. So that's when they ran into the stalkers, and that's what I liked about the pacing of this one, because it was just like, boom, they hit the stalkers. They obviously get saved by Jesse at this point, and then now they got to worry about the wolves, because now the wolves are busting at their ass. And then they fucking run into the park, and it's just like, boom, now we got to worry about the scars. So it's just like they finally, I guess, like, they finally really understand like the danger that's out here right now. Like, because in sweet old Jackson, it was just infected. It wasn't until that day that they realized, shit, well, I mean, there's always been raiders and stuff like that, let's be real, but y'all know what I'm trying to get at. So like, they really know now. It's like, there's no joke, right? There's 3 sides that we have to avoid, while we're also hunting down this one person who's part of one of these sides that are the heaviestly armed side, if anything. So I like that. I like that, just that whole back to back of just like, oh shit, we got to worry about this, but I still feel like the stalker should have just ran down on it.
Nah, I completely agree with that. Like you said, once we seen 2 or 3, we're like, okay, they kind of playing around here. Like, yeah, it's kind of easy pickings. But then we saw like 10, 15, 20 of them motherfuckers
surrounded.
There's no reason why they should have got pummeled. Like, for real. Let's keep it a buck, y'all. They should have got pummeled. But I think it made for an intense moment. Obviously, while this is happening, the entire thing that's going in my head is like, how do we get out of this situation?
Facts.
To be honest, I didn't expect Jesse to come, because obviously, all I know is the game. You feel me? And I'm like, okay, they're trying to stay true to the game as much as possible, but they changed so much that when things are happening, I'm just like, oh, okay, this is when y'all decided to do this. This was a great time to decide to bring Jesse into the fold. I love the choice. But yeah, like you said, once Jesse kind of came into the picture, alerted the wolves, and that kind of just led us right into the scars. And like I said, I love that we get Dina kind of injured here, so she could kind of stay back and not pursue any further, because this is Ellie's journey here. You feel me? It's her revenge story, not yours. Like you said, she had her story about, you know, what would she do, you know, if the person that killed her family, if she didn't get the opportunity to kill him, she would have searched everywhere and never gave up. You feel me?
Yep.
Kind of like Abby. You know, it's been like 5-6 years. Abby never gave up, always wanted to pursue, and she ended up getting her job. So I like that little piece too of Dina's backstory, because we don't get that in the game. It just kind of sheds light on, you know, why Dina is Dina and how she came to Jacksonville and all this. So yeah, I like that they threw that in there, that her family basically got murdered by some
Raiders.
Yeah, some Raiders. She ends up killing the guy, and that was her first body. So I like that story, because it's just, like I said, small little details that we don't get in the game. They kind of give us that here in the TV show, and I thought it was nice. It's a nice little treat.
Yeah, no, I agree, because Dina, like we mentioned before, Dina's been a very likable addition to this story. I mean, like the more they give her, because like we said, she didn't have this much in the game. So the extra that they're adding has definitely been likable. So I think this story definitely was a banger. And just to go into your point of her getting injured versus Ellie getting injured, it makes sense, because after hearing that story, you know she was gonna stay with Ellie the whole motherfucking time.
Oh,
she
yeah.
don't know how much time she was gonna
Exactly.
throw up or some shit like that. She was gonna be, and that bitch showing motherfuckers still out here
Out there
busting
holding one
guns,
belly on
killing
the
people. You feel me?
one hand on the belly.
one on the pistol, like, until, you know, death do his part. Like, so
Right.
it definitely makes sense for her to get injured.
Mm-hmm.
And then the introduction of Jesse. Obviously, Brolic knows what key point I'm thinking about every time I mention Jesse in the theater. So I'm like, okay, I've been waiting for him to come back into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like I said, I think the 10 minutes. I wish they could make me feel this same way with the 50-minute episodes, but I think chopping off 10 minutes somehow saved them a little bit, because we didn't lag too much on too many scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got into and then I also like that Ellie used this opportunity to dip on their ass as well, you know, because they were
Facts.
obviously moving in the dark. They kept their flashlights off, because obviously the scars don't need them at all. So they like, fuck it, we gotta stay as incognito as possible. So yeah, she kind of lost Jesse and Dina, and she used that as an opportunity to make her split and go to the hospital, because she knows she was supposed to bring her ass back. But I also feel like it's also because she knew that she didn't want Dina to come, but she's also not going to stop Dina from coming. So she used this opportunity, like, yeah, let me get up out of here and do what I need to do. And we get the beautiful scene with Nora and Ellie. I actually like this whole thing, to be honest, the whole sequence, like even from start all the way through. But obviously I really, really like the ending part. You know, not just her because she gets to beat her with the lead pipe, just the camera angles, the shots there, fucking, and obviously, as you can see before the credits roll, Bella Ramsey she has tight eyes, bro. Them things close. So when them shits be like that, motherfucker, I be like, oh, she in psycho mode. That's when I'm fucking with her. I know she in her acting bag at that moment. Like, so she was definitely hitting us with the Manson lamps, and it was just good stuff. And then just seeing the basement overall, like fucking mushrooms everywhere, you know, it's just like, oh shit, man. Seeing each breath is just like, damn, that boy blowing that gas, man. This shit is real down there. So yeah, I like the whole sequence from start all the way to the credits.
Yeah, they absolutely killed that entire sequence, and let me tell you why. Straight from the game. That entire sequence is literally damn near spot on. You know, she gets to the room. They have the little conversation. Obviously, Nora disrespects. Bang, hits the tray, and then they go into the running thing. Obviously, there's a few little things here and there. You know, the whole elevator shaft thing didn't happen, but it's very.
Chase scene was a little longer. Pretty
Yeah,
sure you
chase
jumped
scene was
over
a lot
fucking
longer. Yeah.
a bed or some shit. Like,
Yeah, you jumping over shit. Like, you remember the glass. You remember that was the video. You remember when the super fast You running fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah.
That was her. That was her.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
You're right.
I need you to throw that up right now. I need you to throw that up for the people.
I don't even know where that shit at.
It's in the group chat. But listen, yeah, they sequence a lot longer in the game, and on top of that, you have to fight some wolf down there as well that got gear on before you even get to Nora. So you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the TV show does a lot of things that are really good here, you know, and obviously that's why I said that this sequence was really good because it's spot on to the original scene. You know, when she finally meets her in that hallway with the red lights. Beautiful scene there. And like you said, her Manson lamps. I think Bella Ramsey, that's what she does really well, is kind of like a bit psychoticness, you know, like I think she does that really well. She's not really too, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see her as a meanie. Like, you know, if you know what I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she can't hold the mean face, like, you feel me? But she could get into a psycho bag, like, but yeah, I loved it, and obviously, you know, we're gonna get what Forma wanted, you know, this entire time next episode, which is, you know,
Don't say it.
don't say it.
Yeah.
Why?
People haven't seen this show. I
What?
mean, they played the game.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about naked Ellie.
What the fuck? Who said I wanted that?
Completely threw you off. Oh, you wasn't expecting that, huh?
Like,
See,
when
when the
did
cameras
Ellie
turn
get
off, Forma really be telling me how he feel. Like, you feel me? I
I'm here
don't
for
know.
the Owen and Abby. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for Owen and Abby.
They gonna take that and run with it. You know it. Yeah, we're gonna get to that moment where Ellie gets back to the theater and you know she's pretty much covered in blood and stuff like that. So hopefully we get that because visually in the game that's like a really powerful moment. Like you feel me? Like because Ellie kind of realizes at that moment like what she's done, and then on top of that she starts to reminisce about Joe, which we got a little bit at the end here, which I'm kind of tight about. Okay, when she started playing the guitar, you know, Future Days. Basically, right at that moment when she stops, she starts reminiscing, and in the game you play a part of Joe and her back before things went to shit.
We
So
might
hopefully
start
we
next episode with that.
Yeah, hopefully we get a little bit of that because I want it. I want to see it. I want to see just just a happy moment between them because obviously, but you know what? In the TV show, it really don't matter. You don't really need it that much. You want to know why? Because you already know how she feels about Joe. Even though you know how she feels about Joe in the game because she's obviously going out for revenge, but she doesn't show it. In the show, she shows it. Like, I love Joe. Okay, don't ever talk about him ever again.
Never said that.
What? Episode 2. Don't you talk about Joe? That's my nigga. And if you talk about him, I'm gonna fuck you up.
That's my father. Like that's my dad.
That you never got any of that in the game. Never. So when you get those moments with Joe, it's like, damn, bro, like.
You too attached to the game, bro.
I am. I don't care. If
let
y'all got a
this shit
problem
be-
with that,
just
go
let
play
this
the
shit
game
be-
and you will see how much better it is.
Just let this. You were just talking about how much better the changes are.
The
This man don't know what
changes.
side to
Oh.
choose. He don't know. He don't know if he like the show or the game for real.
I like because everything that I don't like about the game, the show do better. But I love the game so much more though because the game is the game and
It's
you
the
know what I'm
game,
saying?
yeah, you get
It's
to
the
play,
game.
you get
Like
to
I don't
shoot
know,
shit,
man. You know what, guys? I'm just gonna hang it up, man. Fuck this show.
It's okay. We at the end anyways. We basically covered pretty much what happened in the episode for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, it was straightforward. It was a nice. I think it was a nicely paced one.
It was.
So if they could figure out how to do the 55s the same way they just did the 44, however long this timestamp was, we'd be in a good spot. But I guess my one last little thought was I wonder what the episode count is though, because if it is the same as last season, we are definitely crossed that halfway point, and we don't have much left. So yeah, I'm wondering where they want to end us off at, because I know we kind of mentioned that last episode.
You know where they're gonna leave us off.
That's what I'm thinking, but
the thing that you were like hesitant that I might say, that's where we're leaving off at.
That's what I'm thinking. That's
for sure, 100%, bro. That's in the game. Is such a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Imagine that being a cliffhanger for the next year.
Yeah.
And for the people who haven't seen it or played it, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god!" And then they're gonna be like, "This is the greatest show ever." And while the people who played it are like,
"We gotta wait for this shit.
We gotta wait to watch Abby, the person we don't want to watch."
She got time to get them arms bigger now, baby.
No, she.
Final thoughts?
Final thoughts is, man, this episode was fun. Can't lie. Enjoyed it. Love the stalkers. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about overall, what they're doing, man. Because I know where things are going, know where things are leading, and I'm just trying to wrap my head around all of this because like I said, what the problem with the game was pacing and just the way they kind of told the story in the format. And it seems like they're kind of taking a similar route here as well. So I'm not really sure how is it going to work. I think as an entirety of a show, it might do well. But I don't know. I don't know how people are going to feel either about Abby and her story. Because, well, I don't know.
They gonna love it, man. Stop hating.
No, because I don't know what they're gonna do with what the changes are gonna come from her story. You feel me? Like her story.
You're not supposed to know what they gonna do. It's a surprise, motherfucker. Enjoy it. It's something new.
I don't want nothing new. Okay.
You a boomer, man.
I am. I'm fucking 48 years old, B. Okay. Nah, but let me give you a
48-year-old score then. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Did I like last episode more than this episode?
You gave last episode a 9.
No, I didn't. I gave it an 8.7. Stop trying to put words into my mouth.
That's damn near 9.
I said I kind of want to give it a 9, but I gave it an 8.7. So watch yourself, sir.
That shit was crazy.
Really? Really?
Don't worry about last episode. Worry about this one. What you scored it?
I'm going to go one below. 8.6.
All right. It's a pretty good score.
It is.
I think I agree with that. I was thinking 8.7 in my head. 8.6, 8.7 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely like this better than the last couple. So yeah. I'm ready. Ready what y'all gonna do, man. Sunday. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Last of Us. HBO.
We not gonna
episode
be
6. Great scores from your two hosts, man. 8.6 is in around the same. Appreciate y'all so much. Y'all keep us moving and grooving, baby. Y'all know what to do with the video. Drop your likes, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this episode.
Most importantly, if you enjoy content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. We also have full-length watch-alongs, but you got to bring your own copy, of course. Patreon link will be in the descriptions down below. FRR is out, y'all.
Peace.